Okay, I'm back with contact glow discharge electrolysis. This is going to be the new cell. You can see here I've got one of my outer tubes and end cap. I've got the return line just going out to nowhere right now because I don't have the top cap on yet. What I wanted to do was, if I can, show the cathode down inside there. Now right now I'm only pushing 30 volts inside here. I just added a little bit of electrolyte and distilled water. You can see the cap that I have a picture of that has the cathode sticking out the bottom of the cap and the insulator on that. That comes out the bottom of my cap. See if I can get a picture of that. Whoop, back up a little bit here. See, it comes through the plastic. That actually goes right through the bottom cap. It's threaded into a fitting and electrically connected to the cathode, which is tungsten. I'm about to turn up some voltage here, and we're going to try and get some heat buildup in here. Okay, we're going up to 80, up to 90. Wow, the color was changing there. Must be the light outside. Sun's coming out. 122, 130, 140, 150, 160, 70, 180. Okay, 190. 190 volts is all we got. That's all we can push with the Variac. Power supply. See, we got our diode on the positive side coming in. Two caps, the 75 volts each in series. Max overload on these is 95 volts, so that's gonna cover me right up to 190 volts, which just happens to be what my Variac is putting out. We seem to have production of steam now. I'm going to check the temperature. 110, 111, somewhere in there. Okay, so it's still heating up. See the production there. The electrolyte makes a huge difference in whether or not it forms a plasma. You can just kind of see a purple glow down in there. Okay, so we got a nice plasma formation down inside there. It's really hard to tell because of the steam and because of the ambient light around me, but trust me that it's a nice plasma, and I'm real happy with it. The voltage is staying pretty steady at 195. The amp draw is down to 273, 2.7, right in there. You know, as it's heating up the water, it's pulling a lot more amps, and then once you have a plasma formation, of course, the amps drop in half, right around half. So far, I haven't seen any anomalous activity with voltage spikes or anything like that, but I'll be keeping an eye on it. Okay, I'm turning on the camera now because I'm starting to see more and more spikes, and they're becoming more and more consistent. See there, it's off scale. Off scale. This only goes up to 600, but when it goes off scale, it shows the 1. Sometimes, if it stays below 1200, it'll show the voltage, but most times it just goes off scale. So the digital, ooh, wow, 1900 volts. 1900 volts, just then, 1300 volts. I'm pulling 120 watts of power. I've got 200 volts going into the cell, and I'm getting spikes of close to 2000 volts at at the cell. There was another spike. You can see I've got the top open on the cell. Oh, another spike. It's off scale. So it's got to be around 2000. So you can see that the anomaly is is pretty standard. Once it starts to spike, it'll continue to spike as long as none of the electrolyte has been touched or anything. Now I did add a little bit of KOH flake. I added about 3 flakes of KOH, and that's when I started seeing the voltage spikes. And now that I've seen the voltage spikes, they just keep coming back. And as you can see now, it's wanting to go high voltage all the time now. And I don't have a meter that can read how much voltage we're actually getting, but it's right around 2000 volts. Some of the smaller spikes are in the 500, 600, 800 range. There's 1193 right there, and it's off scale, so of course it stops at 1193, but it probably went up to 2000 volts or maybe more. There's no explanation for this whatsoever. Okay, and it instantly starts spiking. I'm going to test the gas. Get my lighter to work here. Okay, nothing flammable yet. But we'll give it time. I'll check the gas coming out again. Voltage spikes are becoming more and more consistent now, and they're spiking up around 2000. It's 1900. There's off scale. I think I'm going to hook up my other gauge since it reads 1000 volts. Alright, I just wanted to show what it looks like inside. Silence. Silence the monster. There's a lot of noise in there. When you put the lid on, though, that cuts that noise down considerably. Now, there's not a whole lot of electrolyte in there. There's still enough to cover the cathode, but I've lost a lot of electrolyte through the evaporation or making of steam. So, and of course it's spurting out water through the outlet pipe as well, but still not seeing the anomalous voltage again. I'm not sure why, but I don't know. It's a yellowish light, and I'm not sure. Not sure if it's overheating the cathode or what really is going on there. I don't know. We'll turn the voltage down. Had to have been overheating the cathode for it to have that light. Cathode overheated, and that's why it did that. Yeah, that quenched the cathode, so I'm going to bring it up slowly.